It's the age-old debate. Should you completely forego the protective but slow bronze armor in favor of the fast and light but potentially dangerous trollhide armor? Which early game Black Forest tier armor is right for you? Well, let's find out once and for all which armor is better, or at the very least, which armor might be a better fit for your playstyle. I've gone through Valheim's Bronze Age quite a few times now, and I tend to naturally gravitate toward the bronze armor because of its overall protection, and it just seems like the right choice for me, since I tend to favor running up into enemies' faces and stabbing them over and over again, rather than staying back and shooting with a bow. But since I've been making videos, people have started telling me how the bronze armor isn't really worth it when you compare the stats to the trollhide armor. So let's dive into the numbers. If we take a look at the Valheim wiki and compare the trollhide armor to the bronze armor, we can see that each bronze armor piece provides the player with 2 more armor compared to the trollhide armor pieces. I know the wiki doesn't add the deerhide cape to the list, but the numbers are identical to the trollhide cape, with level 1 adding 1 armor and level 4 adding 4 armor. So if we look at both options and add the deerhide cape to the mix, we can see that the trollhide armor will always be 6 armor less than the bronze. That's not nothing, but it is pretty slim. So what does this mean in terms of real-world experience or real Valheim experience? Let's test it. Okay, here I have the trollhide armor and the bronze armor, both at level 1 as you can see. We're going to start by putting on the trollhide armor. Okay, 1 Grey Dwarf Brute. Here we go. Hello. Okay, that actually hurt. Alright, 11.8 damage. 9.9. 10.4, 10.3, 9.5, 11.1. Hey, we're not done here. Okay, 1 more hit. All right. Okay. Maybe this is tough. Maybe I actually have to fight for my life. All right, we're good. So it seems like we were seeing like 10 something damage, nothing too crazy. So let's put on the bronze armor and see if we see much difference. All right, here we go. All right, 7.1, 7.1, hello, 7.4, 8.9, 7.3, 7.3, 7.8, 7.8, 7.2. Okay, yeah, you get the point. Alright, that actually felt significantly more protective. Was it really though? I mean, yeah, it was probably doing about 3 less damage each swipe. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't nothing. Now, if we take a look at my extremely scientific damage test, taking a look at all of the numbers that we got for bronze and trollhide, let's average them up. So we're looking at about 10.5 damage and 7.5 damage each time we got hit. So 3 less damage, give or take. Okay, beyond the numbers and damage negation, the full bronze armor reduces the player's movement speed by 10%, whereas the trollhide armor has no effect on movement speed at all. It doesn't make you faster compared to your naked Viking self streaking across the map, but it also won't make you slower. This in itself is huge, as being able to move around and fight, or at least flee dangerous situations, is very important in Valheim. Another good consideration to make is carrying weight. The full trollhide armor with cape has a weight of 15, whereas the bronze set weighs 27. If you haven't yet found Haldor and unlocked the Mengenjord, you're dealing with a max carrying capacity of 300, which kinda sucks if you're trying to haul things around a large map. So having your armor weigh a bit less does help. Additionally, trollhide armor has a much lower barrier for entry. You don't need a pickaxe to get trollhide. Sure, you do have to fight and kill a lot of trolls, and that can be very dangerous, but you don't have to go through the grind to make bronze from hours and hours of mining tin and copper, spelunking through dangerous burial chambers to get surtling cores, and smelting and smelting and smelting. You can acquire and upgrade trollhide armor even before killing Eikthyr. That can give you a pretty nice leg up early on in the game. Okay, at this point, you may be thinking to yourself, wow, the trollhide armor seems pretty delicious. Why in the world would I even consider making the bronze armor if it makes me slower and barely protects my squishy body more than trollhide? What's the point? Well, allow me to make a few arguments in favor of bronze armor. One of the biggest arguments in favor of bronze armor is that it's much safer to acquire. Sure, mining a bunch of tin and copper and smelting it all down is a long and tedious process, but if you're playing a no-death run or you're playing on a harder combat difficulty, this could be a strong factor in favor of the bronze armor. Trollhide comes from trolls, and trolls can be difficult to take down, especially if you're playing solo. They're dangerous enemies even if you think you have a good handle on their attack patterns. Sure, you can definitely stumble into trolls while searching for and mining copper and tin deposits, but most of the time you can just run away and find other deposits. So, at least in my mind, I'd say that makes bronze armor a bit safer to acquire than troll armor. Also, as we've already discussed, the bronze armor will always negate more damage. While the difference isn't really that significant, it's not nothing, and it could be the difference between getting hit and dying instantly or having that crucial and delicious 1 health left. And as far as durability goes, the Trollhide items have a durability of 1100 at max level, but the bronze items have a durability of 1600. Basically, this means if you're out and about exploring the vast lands of Valheim, the bronze armor will last longer and can take more abuse before it breaks on you. What it may really come down to is the resources. The full Trollhide set takes 25 Trollhide to make, and a total of 91 Trollhide to get to level 4. Depending on how you have your resource modifier set up in the game, that could take a lot of trolls. We're talking just about 19 trolls, since each non-starred troll drops 5 hide. Now if you choose to forgo the plus 15 sneak and forget the Trollhide cape, which is totally a viable thing to do since the Deerhide cape you probably already have provides the same armor. That would save you a lot of Trollhide, especially since the cape is a big resource hog for the set, taking 10 Trollhide at each level, and sneak isn't really that helpful in my experience. If you're gonna make the bronze set, it'll take 15 bronze, which equates to 30 copper and 15 tin. Not too bad, and upgrading it is relatively cheap at first, but upgrading it fully does take 69. Nice. Hey, shut it. It takes 69 bronze to upgrade it fully. For some, the choice between the 2 armor sets just boils down to how you want to spend your time, mining and smithing, or fighting lots of trolls. Continuing the talk about resources, bronze is simply a more versatile resource, and you're gonna want a bunch anyway. Trollhide makes one thing, Trollhide armor. Bronze makes so many things, some of which are vital to progress in the game, like the carve and the cultivator. But it also makes weapons like the bronze mace, the sword, and of course, the delicious Atgear. Okay, so you've heard points in favor of the Trollhide armor set, and points in favor of the bronze armor set. But what if there's another option? No, not the leather armor, I'm talking about mixing things up. Hear me out. Valheim is a game that allows you to play pretty much however you want. What if you make the troll leather tunic and pants, then you pair it with a shiny bronze helmet? Sure, not going with the full Trollhide set would mean you wouldn't get the plus 15 sneaky bonus, but I've personally found sneak to not be particularly useful and kind of a precarious mechanic in the game, and I really just barely use it, so I'm okay without it. The bronze helmet doesn't slow your movement speed like the chest and legs do, and it provides 2 more armor compared to the troll helmet. So instead of lagging 6 armor behind the full bronze set, you're now only lagging 4 armor behind. I think that's pretty cool. Not making the troll leather helmet would also save the need for 17 Trollhide, at level 4 at least. That saves you from fighting 5 trolls. This mixed armor set would keep you pretty well protected, save resources, and keep you super speedy, and I think might just be the best of both worlds. I really think the best answer to this big question might just be mixing it up. Make the troll leather tunic and pants, make the bronze helmet, and keep the deerhide cape you probably already have. This saves the most amount of resources and gives you the most amount of speed without compromising too much in the armor category. It also keeps you light, so you can carry more resources while you run around and explore the vast landscapes of Valheim. Aside from that, it also just depends on how you play the game. A bit more armor does help you tank a few more hits if you're like me and tend to want to get up close and fight, but you will be quite a bit slower. Let's just put it like this. If you tend to gravitate toward the warrior or tank classes, favoring up close and personal melee weapons, full bronze armor is probably best for you. If you're more of a ranger, favoring a bow and distance, you're better off with Trollhide. For everyone in between, the mixed armor set is probably the right answer for you. Hey, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel, and please let me know your thoughts on this topic in the comments. This is definitely a very technical video, but there is some personal opinion in there. So if you disagree or would like to add more to the conversation, leave a comment. Thanks a bunch for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.